Hey guys, and welcome to Two Beards Pints.
Wow, you remembered our name.
Pretty
Nick was
good.
worried about remembering the stuff.
I know, I was like, fuck, what do we do? Who are we?
Who am
Where
I?
are we? When do we?
Who am I? Do you know what that's from?
No.
Zoolander.
I
don't know. And his reflection literally says, I don't know. Or something like that. Yeah.
It's one of those
It's been
movies.
years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's one of those movies that I think I've legitimately watched once. But anyways, please, if you enjoy this type of stuff, we're just going around to local breweries, drinking some pints. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe if you will. It helps us out a lot. Helps out the brewery, getting some face time to them.
More attention for the local breweries
Exactly.
during the time that we're in.
And we're in a time, let me tell you what. So,
What are we drinking?
we are drinking E9's T-Dome Pilsner. So, I think it's
for Tacoma Dome.
true.
We have this really old, if you're not from Tacoma or familiar with the city, we have this really old dome. It's just gray.
That's it, right?
And there's like a stadium. They do performances and sports games.
The Jonas Brothers played there last year.
Neato. I don't think I've actually been in the main. They have a smaller building that I've been at my graduation ceremony in. I don't even remember my graduation ceremony.
Why the fuck would you guys come all the way up here?
No, I went to school in Tacoma. It's the whole thing. With
I don't even know you anymore.
True. But yeah, T-Dome Pilsner.
Yes. It's So we've been drinking all
We
morning.
just got done with the cold.
Yeah, we've been drinking all day, I should say. Not morning. But
This is weird.
What?
Okay.
Oh, the beer. The beer's weird.
So last time, I got bubblegum and toast, right?
Let me take a sip first and then hit me,
Okay. Experience it as you normally would, and then I'll ruin your life.
Go ahead.
You ready to be ruined?
Yeah.
Take a drink. Thinking pumpkin pie.
I give you some of these.
This isn't one.
This isn't one.
You gave me bubblegum last time, which I was impressed with.
Yeah, I give you both.
So
I'm sorry, but this is just a Pilsner.
I'll then you talk about it because I got pumpkin pie and I'll rethink
Sure,
my life's
sure.
decisions.
Sure, please, absolutely do. No, it's pretty nice. It's honestly nothing crazy. It's a lighter Pilsner. Honestly, what sets this apart is I think this one's a little bit more dry than a lot of like the Pilsners that kind of have a little bit more of a wetter feel to them, if you will. But overall, yeah, it's just nice, light, crisp, little dry. So
I think I'm right.
you're not right.
Smink it.
I will smink it.
Sminking is smelling and drinking at the same time.
Sure.
Pumpkin pie. Think of like maybe pumpkin bread, where it's like, is there cinnamon in there? I don't know. Then there's like this like kind of vegetal fruity thing, squash thing. I don't know what it is. What is a squash? What is a gourd?
No, they all look the same.
Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? No one knows. No one knows.
They're seeds. I think that means something.
Scientists are still arguing over this very fact.
True. Don't fuck with me about tomatoes. I'll throw hands.
Tomatoes are a fruit.
Oh, no, they're not.
They are a fruit.
Fruit's delicious.
Tomatoes are
Tomatoes are... No, what?
Okay. We'll settle this right here.
Please.
Right now.
Yeah.
No one wants to take a bite out of a tomato.
True.
Right? We can agree on this.
And that's what you do.
I know. Okay.
Go on.
No one
Yeah.
wants to take a bite out of a pineapple.
Yes, they do.
You want to take a pineapple and bite into it.
I could peel it a little bit first.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, granted, A tomato is not an apple, or you want to take a bite out.
Or a pear.
I really don't want to take a bite out of a pear either, but
Really?
I'm not a fan of pears.
I feel like you would enjoy that more than apples.
So here's the thing. Pears are like tomatoes for me. I don't enjoy the texture.
Because it's like, it's softer.
It's just,
I have had, I can't,
a crisp pear.
Yeah, I've had a crisp pear
That
one
would
time.
be the goal. That's the goal,
I'm
right?
trying to remember.
Our box? Apparently our box has good pears.
Sure, maybe. You should give it a go. Slice it up. It'll be easier than just take like a slice. Hold it together. Yeah.
So the taste of the pears is nice.
I was here. The year?
1942.
Sir Nicholas himself voyaged these rough seas. No, it was 2012 or 13. I can't remember which one I
Not
came.
here's in E9. Here's in Tacoma, Pacific Northwest area.
So we were at the public market in Seattle, and this dude was like, "Hey, a pear, try this." And I'm like,
Pike's Place.
yeah. And I was like, okay, sure. I take a bite, and he's like, "Tell me that's not the best pear you ever had." And I'm like,
You want me to tell you that, or you want me to tell you the truth?
exactly. That's what happened. I said, "Bro, this is a good fucking pear." And I immediately followed up with, "I'm really sorry. I'm very poor, but thank you. That was amazing. I will now venture out and buy pears."
Have you done so?
No, but I have
Thought about it.
I have thought about it. I have eaten pears since that day. Whereas before, I was very against pears.
Picture in your mind the kind of person that would go to the store to buy pears.
Bored white housewives for their charcuterie boards. Nailed it.
Again, I will give pears. They have a nice shape. They're cool looking. They're funky.
Feels good in the hand. Yeah, absolutely. No, I think you just
phallic.
I think I would just buy in the green pear, and I think you'd venture out. The pear that I had was like whitish pink.
Yeah, there's different kinds of pears.
It was, you would like that. It was very crisp. It was nice. This does not taste like a pear.
Anyways, tomatoes. Back on topic, tomatoes. When we're doing a beer review.
Sure.
Welcome to our content. You can expect this with every video that we produce.
Pretty much, yeah. Honestly.
We're representing E9 very well. We're not representing them in any way. Not sponsored.
Not at all. But we do really love this place.
And their beer. Most times.
Most times.
We, contribute to their success with our monies. And we like to do so. Anyways, tomatoes.
I'm like, are we going to go back to tomatoes or are we just ending this? I was so confused.
No, we need to go back to tomatoes, and then we got to talk about the beer.
Right.
Outside of pumpkin pie.
Sure.
There's
a
a battle going on there, too.
Sure.
Just because you don't want to bite into it doesn't mean it's not a fruit.
I mean, sure. And that's the same argument, just because, it has, just because it's, you want it to be a vegetable, it has seeds, so it's a fruit. Or, vice versa. Just because it has seeds and it's a fruit doesn't mean it shouldn't be a vegetable.
Why is it a vegetable to you?
Because it tastes like a vegetable.
What do you mean it tastes like a vegetable?
You ever taste a vegetable? They have a very specific taste to them.
Yeah, they're like fibrous.
Yep.
And earthy.
Yes.
Tomato is nice.
So here's the thing with tomatoes is they're very squishy.
See, I knew you were gonna go that way, and that's why I said.
I know you said fibrous. Yeah, man, they're so gross. They just feel so gross in your mouth.
Correct.
Ugh.
That's not the argument. That's why I wanted to say pears, gross in my mouth, but it's a fruit.
Further research to be conducted. Pumpkin pie, not in this beer, dude.
Smink it.
I sminked it. Home stinking his pizza at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
Smells so good.
Always smells pizza right now. Always smells. They have great pizza here, by the way. So, pizza and beer is your thing. You should come here, and if it's not your thing,
Fuck off.
die.
Yeah.
That was a little harsh.
Not really though.
But like a little bit. Like it wasn't too harsh, but it was a little harsh.
Sure.
But like still generally like on target.
Like unbiasedly a little harsh. Biasedly not harsh enough. Pete, man, I cannot.
You should be tortured by eating pizza and drinking beer at E9. That appropriate harshness.
Right on target.
All right, what do you think about the beer?
I like it. It's a little weird. I have a very dry Pilsner, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I don't mind having, like, a bitter dry, but this is, like, a dry. Like, almost like a winey type dry.
I'm going to remove pumpkin pie
Sure.
from the table.
Please.
I'm going to put it to the dessert table. There's pumpkin pie in this. One of the things I like about Pilsners, typically found in German establishments, they differ from the lagers. Typically, they are more bitter and dry, as you were talking about, and compared to many German beers, which lagers, darker beers that just
Sweeter, more bready.
not us. So I appreciate the Pilsner style because it adds flavors that I'm more familiar with.
Yeah.
And it's also why like an Italian Pilsners have been created because I'm Italian. I think that's where my tastes come from. I don't know a single Italian, like proper Italian person that likes dark beer. I'm gonna be honest. It's not.
No,
Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But I don't know.
You need to start asking people now.
If you're an Italian that likes dark beer,
Let us know.
I'm skeptical.
I don't believe you, but let us know.
But that's been my experience.
Sure.
I think genetics probably plays into
Oh, it does.
taste buds.
Oh, it definitely does.
You know, like it's not like, oh, Levi's racist against everyone who's not Italian. It's like true, but I think it's just more of a genetics thing on taste.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, well, maybe culture has a lot to do with it.
Like same thing when you're a kid, right? Like I think it's the same concept. Like your genetics are the long game of like short-term experience.
Yeah. Wow.
So like every kid has grown up with like liking or eating these foods and getting accustomed to those tastes. Therefore, after a long period of time, their taste buds are just accustomed to those kind of foods.
So that's what I'm saying is like I want to contribute to culture, and although maybe it does, but like I think it has a lot to do with just the fact that these foods are made has a lot to do with genetics. And I think of like specific regional foods, right? Like you have Chinese food, Mexican food, American food, right? Like they all make similar foods, and yeah, I think a lot probably has to do with genetics because it's like what you're more partial to.
Well, genetics being molded to what's regionally available, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah, it just makes sense. Yeah. Wow.
So I like Pilsner. Long story short, I like Pilsner. I like it. It's not my favorite beer style because I think it's quite boring, honestly.
Hear me out. I'm Irish. I just like beer.
Yeah.
This is all making more sense now.
You guys just like alcohol.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but you don't like gin.
I found it. You have shown
Bad
me a
example.
gin that I like.
Bad example. You don't like wine.
I don't like
the Irish
wine.
probably don't have wine. Do they?
Exactly. Facts are adding up. What do you rate this beer? This is pints.
Okay. Pilsners,
Yeah.
dry, bitter, a little boring. They don't have like a lot of citrus or any aspects to it, really. For a Pilsner? For a Pilsner. It's not like I'm not about to come here tomorrow and get this again, probably.
Sure.
But, you know, if I was at a German restaurant and they had German beers and this is their Pilsner, A minus.
Say A minus?
A minus.
Wow. All right.
I think it's a good Pilsner. Like, if I'm at a German restaurant, they have German style beers, you know, I got some brats in front of me, I'm having a good time with this beer. You know what I mean?
You see, I was thinking when we were drinking the Kolsch that we looked into we looked into Pilsners and like what they are, and we found out that there's not only just like Pilsner, but like there's different styles of Pilsners that like have different names that like I never would have known that was a Pilsner, and vice versa. Pilsner is a lager.
Yeah.
So like my mind is blown with all these categorizations, and I can't remember all these facts. And I cannot.
And it's just odd because a Pilsner is like taste-wise, you think it's an ale.
Right, yeah, exactly. I would absolutely think it's an ale. Sure enough, no.
Wrong.
I'm going B minus.
Why?
I've had a lot of
What's wrong with it?
I've had a lot of Pilsners. I think, again, the dryness, I'm not attributing this dryness to like a hoppy bitterness, which is what I'm used to with Pilsners and what I technically prefer. This almost has like more of just like a texture of dryness, more of like a winey dryness. And I don't like wine. I really don't. And I don't like those profiles incorporated into my beer personally. At least not with this style of beer, I should say.
I think ales typically have more of a crispness
Yeah.
that this does not have, even though the bitterness would imply that it does have.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yep.
I get that.
Yeah, so it's good. I will enjoy drinking the rest of this. I'm with you. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking drive here tomorrow to get this beer. But if you're into Pilsners, I highly suggest you come to E9 and give this a go. You know, it's solid beer. You can get a pizza, and this would be great with the pizza. Let me tell you what.
Dude, their radiator pepperoni. Got a little honey, spicy drizzle on it.
Could fuck with that. Absolutely. So,
Bye.
later.